Well, today is Wednesday, June 16th, and it's kind of a critical day. Today is the day I'm going to put the ridge board up, and the ridge board is really, really important. It's got to be level and square, and it determines the height of the building. So what I'm working on here, I'll show you. This is the actual ridge board. I've laid it out, and then what it's going to do is it's going to stick out over the front of the building 3 feet, and I'll build the visor to that. And then the back end is going to stick out over the building about 1 foot, and that'll be part of the overhang of the regular building. Now the first thing I did this morning is I laid it out, and then I went every 16 inches. You can see the little pencil lines. Every 16 inches is where the joists are going to go. So the next thing I've got to do is I've just been kind of leveling everything and squaring my walls. I put a temporary brace right across here between the 2 walls on both sides. You can see that. And I put one in the middle. Now what I've got to do is from down here up to the brace, I've got to put a support, and on top of the support the ridge board is going to run across. And like I said, it's got to be level and square, and it's going to take a while to engineer this whole thing out. So this will be kind of a fun day. The whole building has got to be 18 inches high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the ridge board 2 inches less than that, and that should account for the plywood, the roofing, and if I put a ridge vent up there. So this will be kind of a fun engineering day. I think it's going to take me probably a couple hours just to get this thing up and square and looking really, really good where I'm satisfied that it's going to look good. And you know what? If it ain't right, I'm going to just take the bracing down and do it again until it's really looking good. Well, this is a really good representation of the shape of our barn. I think you can kind of get a feeling for what it looks like, the barn shape, and I think it's a perfect gambrel roof. Looks really, really good. This is the system that I used to hang the ridge board. If you can see up there, I made a bracket out of plywood and a 2x4, and it's actually holding the ridge board, kind of a temporary bracket. Now that whole thing will come down after the joists are in. So this is what the joists look like. They're little, just a tad under 8 feet long. They hang on top of that purlin wall. And I'm gluing and screwing everything, so it's really, really tight. I've been working on this scaffolding, which makes life so easy to stand on that, so I don't have to hang off of ladders when I do this. Got about maybe a fourth of them in so far. And I moved my little cutting station up here so I didn't have to keep climbing up and down. I'm using a handsaw to cut these. And everything is going really, really good. The other bracket that I made for the ridge board, and then in the center I made a long, used a 2x6 and bolted it to the floor. So, and I put a level on top of everything, and so far everything, the ridge board is perfectly level. Kind of checking it as I go. And it is 2 inches less than 18 feet right at that point, all the way down. So the zoning people should be happy. And I tell you what, this is a big mother of a barn. It's bigger than I thought it would be. So, so far so good. Gonna wrap it up here for the day, I think, pretty quick. Kind of getting tired.